floating in the air. Yeah. When my sunglasses on, really changed. The wind was blowing, and you could see it go like this. And all of us on the sidelines were like, oh my God, that's why your eyes are all burning.
Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
We are at State.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start.
We are at State.
Looking for an
break your
outlet
knees.
Inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team.
No mercy.
Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Thank you.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it.
Oh, man.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Line gets set. First down.
Offense here. Oh, man. No stars. I'm alive.
Leaves it with the back.
Get out of my way.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
All day.
He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary.
Let's go!
And he runs it in for the score.
Runs it in for the touchdown. Man, where's all my stars?
They strike first in that opening drive of the season.
Yeah, I got
Could
a
not
bitch
have gone
squad this
better.
season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Well.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. No huddle here for the offense.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He'll pull it on the read.
Ow! What?
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Let's go,
and
boy.
The stop that is going to put a bow
Let's go,
on this
boy.
first quarter. Third and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
God.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Oh, that looks like a G. That's a G.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Some hot cheerleaders.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
Go. Oh,
He's
outside.
loose at the
Go.
15. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way.
Getting loose like a goose.
Pick up on that one. Now on first and 10 from the 26. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Oh, I'm not going to make it fourth quarter.
They'll run it on the counter. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And the Mountaineers pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Ooh.
Keeps the play going.
Ooh.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you. You have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
Oh, man, come on.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection.
Oh,
he's got his
man,
man.
you lucky.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at in the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air.
Oh,
He throws his
get out of my way.
pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Catches the ball and then pushes down the receiver.
3, 4, 5,
I like
6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't get him to the ground.
God, I'll throw the goddamn ball.
Wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Damn.
Pass rush, it's all about constricting the quarterback and just pushing these offensive linemen, moving them backward and building that fence around the QB so there's nowhere for him to go.
Going for the big play.
Eat shit.
It's complete. A huge pickup.
Beat the linebacker. Woo.
Touchdown, App State. What a
call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down to your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Had some miscues on
come
offense,
on,
a big
boy.
part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They go to the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout.
And too much air in it. Not what I wanted. I saw it.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Easy pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out. Great.
Unleashes one deep. He's got it down
What?
the side. Touchdown Gamecocks.
No
And they
fucking
made it
way.
to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
No way.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
Oh my God.
Getting set for the point
Wow.
after.
I'm not even going to challenge him.
And the kick is
that's
good,
running
but
through the
there is a
kicker.
penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The play action fake. Buys a little time. He fires to the left side. Lost, the defense is wide open.
Dude, my
And
life
they'll do
sucks.
more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
What the?
Oh, man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Quick completion to the right. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over
throwing
the
a triple
top.
coverage, idiot.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that
your
can
ankles.
really get you going
break
as
'em.
they get it out to the 36. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take
I
off.
thought the ref was my dude.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Damn it.
Up-tempo for the offense.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape.
What was going on?
And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
They'll run it from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
brings up second down.
Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball.
And the Mountaineers get enough for the first down.
There are no surprises right now. The offense is going to do this. They're going to run the football, chew that clock with the lead. The defense has to be really aggressive. This says a lot about an offense. If you can keep getting first downs and they know it's coming, that is a good physical offense.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State! And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away.
28, South Carolina, 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
That way.
That way.
Oh!
And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this one.
He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going with the ground game left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Fires to the middle.
He
makes a catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is worked. That's why they built
What?
this lead. They've had a great day today.
Quarterback will audible. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on touchdown Appalachian State. And the punishment has been extended.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Just trucks through it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Good enough for first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Looking to throw on second down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation.